Well, here we are, and we're getting towards the end of decorating the boat. So you'll notice the white walls here, and we'll show you a bit more of that in a minute. But we're exhausted, aren't we?
Yes, yes.
It's been well,
yes.
a bit of a trial to get things done and being able to get hold of things, and it seems almost right down to getting somebody to come and service the engine.
Yes.
We just couldn't.
No.
Well, we phoned them up and they said they'd come. Well, they said they'd phone back, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah.
And then they didn't phone back, so we checked with them, and then they said, "Oh, we'll come after the bank holiday." And then I phoned them back and said, "Oh, could you just tell me what you're going to charge?" The guy that does the pricing is out, so he'll phone you back this afternoon. Never received another phone call, and they never turned up.
No.
It's just so frustrating that it's almost impossible to get people to come and do work.
I wish they'd say they're so busy and they can't fit this in. I wish they'd say that, because this happens all the time. Ever since we've owned the boat, it's not been easy. No. Never mind.
And that happens, with almost everything.
Fortunately, you've been able to set to and do it yourself.
I've set to and do it.
You've researched it and to find out how to do it.
Well,
thank goodness for YouTube, because it's been a great help for you, hasn't it?
It has, actually.
Yes, information is good.
I mean, the engine service wasn't difficult. I've done them over many years in my teenage years, but I tell you what, as you get older, things are just more tiring, aren't they?
Yes.
I got up the other morning and thought, I'll just fit the alternator. I've fitted that sort of stuff on a car before, so I thought, and I'd taken the old one off, and that wasn't difficult. But getting the new one on seemed like crazy difficult, because I got the same model of alternator that looked exactly the same when it was in my hand to the old model, but it wasn't. So there's all sorts of fiddling about with nuts and bolts. It's done, and it's all fitted up, and it works, and it's fine. So it's not like I can't do things. It's just so tiring these days.
Yes.
I don't know. It's annoying, really, frustrating that you get so tired easily.
I think we both get such terrible backache when we're.
Oh,
that's the worst thing.
The backache's the worst ever.
Yes.
I mean, I know. I've had a bad back for almost ever, from leaning over car bonnets to fix engines in my teenage years. Always, every weekend doing something under the bonnet. Anyway. And lifting things and had physical job lifts. So it's and you've had jobs where you've lifted things.
I think it was nursing, because in those years you used to lift people all the time.
You did, yeah.
For many years, just lift them. There weren't hoists and things. When we nursed my mum, we did have they did supply us with a hoist, but
they did.
It was difficult to use, and it wasn't.
I think we used it. We used it once.
Yeah,
and it was like. Your mum didn't like it.
No.
But
anyway,
there's a funny thing about that, is that they supplied this sort of waist belt thing with handles on the side, and she says, "Oh, that's to help you get your mum out of the chair." So I was using it. I was grabbing hold of it and sort of lifting her up. I mean, she was no weight at all. And the physio saw me doing that, and they almost went crazy. No, don't do that. Don't. Apparently, the handles on the side are just for support. You're not supposed to lift. with that. But anyway, it all worked out. So, but that, you know, that's the difference in the old days of lifting people and now. Anyway,
I still miss her very much.
But,
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Never get over it, do you, when you lose your mum?
No.
Your dad? No.
No.
Anyway.
So we're only 2 weeks away now from setting off.
Oh, happy. That's
Yeah,
so happy. We're going to Sweden to see our son, daughter-in-law and grandchildren. The youngest grandchildren.
Yeah.
So excited. Yeah.
That is very exciting.
Yeah.
We still don't know what route we're taking.
No.
We've not decided. I don't know. I, from reading all the bits and pieces, I'm less keen to go up through Denmark onto the ferry. I'm more keen to go across our usual route to Rostock and Trelleborg. One of the reasons is while I was checking up stuff, there's more and more of these blooming green zones coming in, and you need pretty soon you won't be able to see out of your windscreen for all the blooming green zone stickers you have to have. We've got one for France because we do a lot of sort of towny stuff in France, but we don't have one for Germany. We'd need one. I think you have to have one for Belgium now, and you have to have one for Denmark. I don't think Sweden haven't implemented that yet.
No. We certainly won't be driving through Stockholm, so we're all right.
No, we're not. No, we don't.
Never. We've done that.
We've driven in Stockholm. It's not great. I know that if we went up through Denmark, the route up through Denmark takes us through a German green zone.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So we'd have to.
We'd have to get one then. Yes.
It's too short now. We've left it a bit late to plan that. It's too short now to get one in the post. It's not that expensive if you order it direct, but you can buy them at the TUV centre, the MOT centres in Germany. You can buy them. I think you can buy them at the border. I'm not quite sure.
But we booked the tunnel. We booked that as soon as we come back from Spain because it gives you something to look forward to and plan. So we like to do that. We always like to have that, and also you get I think you get a better price if you book 3 months.
If you book early,
6 months, I don't know, but I think you do. But I like to do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Makes me very happy.
Giving us something to look forward to.
Yes.
And to plan, although we haven't.
We haven't planned the route yet. I love planning the route, but I will. I've just been so preoccupied that
we've not really
we
done.
will do it before we go. Plan.
We're so busy.
I know.
Just painting the inside of the boat, getting the outside of the boat a bit more spruced up. What I will say is, having done the engine service, all the filters and stuff, oil changed and all that, and fitted a new battery, a new alternator, the engine starts almost immediately. I mean, it used to take before I serviced it and before the new battery, I would have to turn it over for 30 seconds. It would be going for absolutely ages. But now it's like a couple of revolutions, it starts straight away. So it was really in need of that service and the new battery. I think the new battery gives it a bit more oomph to start up. So that's quite good. So that's nice. But we're so close to being done. We've got to turn the boat around because the pontoon that we walk down is on behind us here. So we've done all this side of the boat, sort of really tidied it up and done the paintwork where it needed. Narrowboats are always needing paintwork, always, because they get scuffed and and damaged. And anyway, even actually talking about that, there was a guy that bought a couple that bought a brand new boat at the boat show, and they were moored like 3 moorings down that way. And when they went out, this is their first boat, first time when they went out of here, just down that way, and then out of the entrance there. And I was sort of shouting across goodbye, have a good trip, and all the rest of it. He said, "Oh, I'm already need some new paintwork." so it happens all the time, you know, and just you just need. I think you just always need a can of every colour paint.
Yeah.
He had a one colour boat, single colour. So I think you just need a can of every colour paint all the time, just to keep on touching it up round and about. But that, you know, that's just what it is. But that's the thing. We've got to. I was going to do it today, but it was a nice day yesterday, sunshine. We didn't do much yesterday. We had a barbecue out on the thing with a whole load of other moorers, so a bit of a social gathering. But today I planned to turn the boat around, but it's so windy today. This boat is, well, it's like a kite. It floats along with the air, with the wind, doesn't it?
Yes.
It's almost impossible to manoeuvre it.
We don't have a bow thruster, so
No.
People that have, it's easier.
It's a bit easier.
Yes.
Bow thrusters are
Yes.
little propellers that point sideways in the front of the boat. They point sideways, so you can turn the propeller on that side, and it'll push the boat that way, and then it'll push the front of the boat that way. So it gives you a bit more steering ability.
They're worth investing in, like caravan manoeuvres are worth investing in as well. If you've got a caravan,
Yeah,
they're worth having.
if you've got a modern boat, they're probably much more manoeuvrable. I've seen modern boats, and they look super easy to manoeuvre without bow thrusters. But if you're in a tight spot, probably bow thrusters is the way to go.
Anyway, we'll do it tomorrow when the wind's dropped. Yes.
If the wind drops,
Yep.
I judge the wind on how bendy the tree is over by reception and how flappy the flag is down the other end, because it's just. I mean, I think we're lucky because there's not many boats in the marina at the moment, so there's quite a few gone out, which is very good. So we've got a much bigger space to manoeuvre around without crashing into other boats.
Maybe I'll film you tomorrow turning the boat round.
Yeah. You can. Well, we can set the camera up.
Oh yeah.
On the bank, and just let it run, and you'll see. Yeah. I'm not a great helmsman. You don't need a license to drive a boat. So getting to the end of the boat.
That's right.
Well, the end of a chapter in our lives, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
We are a little bit, I'd say, not nervous, but a little bit concerned, maybe, about its ability to be comfortable if we are full-time in it. So the plan is that next year, I think as soon as we can, we'll be looking for an upgrade. I say an upgrade. We're looking for a bigger van, and the one we've got in mind is the Detlef Trend. I can never pronounce those German words. DETHLEFFS. Detlefs. I think it's Detlefts, probably. The Trend with the island bed, separate toilet and shower, which looks super cool. And it's only 7.5 metres, 3.5 ton van. L-shaped lounge, much the same as we've got now, but with an extra bit of seating down the side, which will be helpful. So that's quite nice. Not as big as the Comanche, which we did have a fleeting consideration, didn't we, to do that again, to get another Comanche.
I love that Comanche. Don't I loved it.
Yeah. That was a gorgeous van.
Yes, it was.
There's no doubt about that.
Yes.
I mean, who knows? You know, if we were looking around and we saw an Auto Trail Comanche, I don't know. Would we go for that? I don't know whether we would.
Know, Steve. I don't know.
It's difficult to say.
No.
I like the deck left trend because it's got a huge garage. You've got a step up to the bed, just like you did in the Comanche, but it's an island bed, so you get round both sides of it, and you've got cupboards above. You know, loads of storage again. Small kitchen. We don't really need a big kitchen because we don't do big fancy elaborate meals.
No.
If we want a fancy elaborate meal, we'll probably go to a restaurant. So
Yes, we would.
yeah, but we're not that sort of people, are we?
No, we can be used to managing in small spaces. You
Yeah.
can still cook a nice roast dinner.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. So, and if anybody from Debt Lefts is looking, is watching, we'll be happy to have a van and promote it. We'll promote it for free if you give it to us for free. That's the deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't, anyway. But that's what we're looking at, and we'll be full timing in that. So full time motorhome living in a 7.5 metre van, travelling around the UK and Europe is the next chapter of our life, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I keep mentioning chapters, as in chapters of a book, because I keep trying to encourage Wendy to write a book.
Yes.
The reason I want Wendy to write a book is because she's much better at that sort of stuff than I would be. So there you go. Yeah. So you never know, that could happen. So watch out for those cover pictures of books coming up on screen when Wendy's written it, if Wendy writes it. I can see Wendy in the screen there, not looking that happy.
Never say never, but
Never say never. No. But yeah. So so that's the next chapter of our life, going into our older years, because we're going towards ever closer to 70 years old. I don't know how much longer we'll be able to do the travel. Hopefully, for many years to come.
Yep.
I'm thinking 10 years, maybe 10 years, 15 years. We might have to think about slowing down and settling into a little retirement cage where people can look after us in our dotage. I don't know. We're not there yet.
No. And do you know,
We're
I've
close.
got, I'm making bread and I've got it in the Ramoska, and now I need to go and put the Ramoska back on because it's ready to bake now.
Oh, right.
If you want to have a look, we'll show you now.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at...
Yes.
Because that's what we're doing. We're buying less bread. Wendy's making bread in the Ramoska, which is a slow cooker thing. I don't know if you know it. So let's have a look at the Ramoska bread. So this is the Ramoska. It's a 240 volt electric thing, but show us what's inside, right? So this is that's the raw bread, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, reason you. So it's a cheese, onion, and chilli bread. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the topping on it. Pour a little bit of milk over it, like that, and I'm going to put a little bit of grated bit of cheese on it.
So this is not cooked yet.
No, it's risen. It's ready to go. Yep. It's been rising for 1 hour. And I'll put it on, and we should cook that for 20 minutes to half an hour, and then I'll probably cover it over for the last 10 minutes, and then I'll leave it in there to cool. So Good.
Right.
Just a recipe I saw online, how to make bread in a Ramoska, and I just add different fillings to it as I fancy or what we've got in.
But it turns out really well, actually.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So, so what do you use in it? Flour?
Flour.
Strong flour.
Yes. Bread flour. Yeast.
A packet of yeast.
Salt.
Salt.
And but you're supposed to put sugar in, but we don't have any sugar in here, so I've never put sugar in.
Though.
Yeah, but I think you do. I would prefer to, but I haven't got any. And then I usually put it. Sometimes I use a mixture of warm water and milk to mix it, or sometimes just warm water. And then I add fillings what we've got, or sometimes just plain. Just
so
depends.
you mix it all together. Put the fillings in.
No, I mix it all together. Then I'll knead it.
Yeah.
For at least 10 minutes, and then I will put the fillings in. Then I'll put it in the. You have to heat the Ramoska, so I heat the Ramoska. Forgot to say that, and then I'll put it all in the Ramoska. Turn the Ramoska off, leave it for exactly 1 hour, and then go back as you've seen me do now. Put the things on the top, or milk, or sometimes I just put a bit of butter on top, and then I'll starting to cook. I switch it back on to cook.
Excellent. So there's only one lot of kneading, one lot of rising.
Yes, that's all it does.
Not like the bread of old, where we used to have to
Knead
it, let it rise, and knock it back.
Yes.
And then let it rise again.
Yeah.
And then cook it.
Yeah.
This is really simple. And
will you insert a picture when it's done? Yes.
When it's done,
show it. Yeah, so people can see. Yeah.
So here we are with we've still got the painting things out and about. But we've got everything sort of painted up white, and a couple more decorations around. We've got the curtains back up and the mirror, and you'll see that it's looking so much brighter and nicer. Which sort of goes through into the bedroom, which is I painted sort of creamy colour ages ago, but here we are. So there we are. We've pretty much finished the boat. As you will have seen, there's one or two little bits and pieces still to do. A little bit of touching up on the white paint. I haven't quite finished off over on the duck hatch and down the back end. I've still got a bit of work to do on the electrical side down there, connecting up the inverter to the different hookup thing, and making sure that the battery's all boxed in and secured so that it doesn't move around. And then we're pretty much done, apart from all the work on the outside, where we've got to turn the boat around. But yeah, so we're really looking forward to setting off on our new, if you like, full-time motorhome adventure. It's sort of, when we get going up to Sweden, it won't feel like we're full-timing, because we'll be on our way to somewhere. I think only when we return to the UK will it feel like that we're full-time motorhoming again, because we'll be needing to find different places to stay for a few days or a couple of weeks or a month or whatever we choose, and we'll be getting things really sorted out into the small motorhome, because we're going to have a few things in storage that we're going to keep in prep to having the bigger motorhome. But we're getting rid of most of the stuff. One of the things that Wendy did think about showing you was the all the drawers and the cupboards that we've emptied out, and maybe we'll do that right now while we're waiting for that bread to cook. So we remember this sort of sideboard, there's a few bits and pieces we've still got in there. This drawer, this middle drawer, some batteries I bought by mistake, the satellite dish tuner, some kitchen door handles that we've had extra, so they'll all be staying. This one is just the TV remote control, because the TV is staying, and this is the cover popper repair kit. Apparently they break or come apart. And then we've got these cupboards, which you'll see have been completely emptied out, and we've got really nothing in those cupboards at all, which is excellent. Wendy did a great job on those, didn't you, Wendy?
Yep.
Yeah.
We did
So
that, yes.
you're happy with that, aren't you?
Very happy with those, yes.
Yeah. So, do you want to take us through to the bedroom?
Yeah.
And show us what we've got.
These are empty.
So, under the bed drawers,
Yeah.
they're quite spacious, but there's nothing in them now.
No. And we can't show you, but underneath the mattress there's storage. That's empty. And
So those drawers,
yeah.
there's two of them, they go halfway, and then the other side of the bed is other underbed storage, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. So then we had this wardrobe completely jammed with all sorts of stuff.
Because it goes right down the bottom. Yeah.
And that goes all the way down there.
Yeah.
And those two things there are, they run off the heating system. So then all we've got,
Steps.
oh yeah, the step storage, nothing in there now.
And
then all we've got is these three baskets of clothes. 1, 2, 3. And then nothing in that cupboard. This is our view. You might be able to see the tree just there. That's sort of waving around. And you can see the flags on the boat just there waving, and you can see how strong the wind is. It doesn't need to be much stronger than that to have the boat waving all over the place. Anyway, so there we are, back through into the lightness and brightness of the white boat. But there we are. So we're gonna end it there.
Yeah, we
I
are.
think.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
And
the next time you see the boat, it will be spots and all sorted.
well, we'll be out of it.
We'll show
think,
you.
yeah.
No, we're going to show you when we turn it round, and then we'll show
when
you
we
the
turn it
final.
round?
Yeah, the final.
Oh yeah.
bit.
You'll see it a couple more times, and then
Yes,
that's it.
That's it.
So there we are. Anyway.
Yeah. We better say goodbye, Steve.
Goodbye, Steve.
Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye.
Here comes the
everybody.
bread. Yeah. How's it going with the bread?
It's going good. It's all done. Here we go. I'll just turn that off. Dum-ba-dum. There we are.
Wow, look at that.
Yep.
There it is. This is the bread. It's hot. It's not quite done, is it?
I think that might be the cheese.
Oh, that might be the cheese round it.
Yeah. I'm going to cover it, and then I just leave it in there anyway for 10 minutes. So
With the Ramoska off.
off, yeah. No more cooking. Okay.